What is up, legends? We are back, and we're back with some HypeWatch. So HypeWatch is going to have a bunch of games this week that we're getting into, and we're rocking out. Obviously, I've been heavy into Final Fantasy, as you guys can see here. We're about to do a raid. That's where I'm at right now. This is spoiler, so I ain't going to tell you what that's about. Yeah, so the very first thing that we are going to get into is Dungeon Fighter Mobile. Dungeon Fighter Mobile is going to be coming soon. If you want to get into this, you're probably going to have to use a VPN. This is a Nexon game, as you guys can see, but it's Nexon East, not West. There's no such thing as Nexon West anymore. So when people normally say things like, oh my God, it's Nexon and stuff like that, you got to understand that there is a difference. And the bad part of Nexon is no longer in existence. Doesn't mean that Nexon whole is a super great company. It's a gacha company like all the rest of them, like Vivo and Netmarble and all the rest of them, and they just don't listen the majority of the time. So keep that in mind. But I'm still gonna give it a shot to see what it's about. I am a Dungeon Fighter fan, even though I don't play the new, like the Reborn one anymore. I was one of the people, if you guys remember, who was doing videos and major hyping it for it to come back and for everybody to play it and stuff like that. So they made a full return and everything, and Dungeon Fighter is pretty stable right now as a game and a franchise and an IP that it's so much getting a fighting game on top of that. So here's hoping that the mobile game is kind of lit. They have no way to screw that up. Now we have Lost Shadow. Now the interesting thing about Lost Shadow, as we go in right here, is Lost Shadow is one of those games that is kind of like a shadow stick puppet type of game. However, it looks better. It just looks amazing, and it plays amazing, as you're gonna see right here. Like that, remember all those shadow games like that? They don't look like this. They don't even act like this. This plays like. Remember, if you guys ever played a game called Assault with Sanctuary, this game looks and plays like that. And like, look how this is crazy. It is actually running at 60 right now, so I'm pretty interested in this one, and hopefully it's going to be lit. It might be the best one out of all those shadow type of games, and we'll see. Next up, we have Mimikrai online horror action. Now, this is supposed to be kind of like a Among Us type of thing, where you're gonna have people who are going to be the survivors and people who are going to be the monsters, and you have to slowly take everybody out and not get caught yourself. And hopefully it'll be something lit. We're getting a little bit of an industry buzz on this, like this is going to be a thing. Normally when that happens, like companies like IGN pick it up and start doing stories on it and stuff like that. So we'll see how hype it is and if it's going to be worth all of that or not. But just putting it out there for you guys. I just like to give you a lot of different games to look forward to, so maybe something will be on your liking. Next up is we have Demon Sword and Demon Slayer rather. This is in a weird place right now because this game actually is supposed to have been out already. It's been pre-registered for like a year right now, and it's been delayed once already, so it's a bit worrying. But according to them, it's supposed to be out soon. We'll see. We'll see. Like, it has a big IP, and I'm really, really scared when it comes to anime mobile games because almost all of them never do it right. The greatest two anime mobile games we have right now is One Piece, Burning Blood, that's over in China right now. It's literally the best anime game ever. Period. It's amazing. Like, you guys seen it on the channel when me play it. There's no anime game in existence that's better than that game right now, as far as IP, true to the IP, the music, the sound, everything. There's no game better. Period. That's it. That's the best one. The second one is SAO Black Swordsman. Black Swordsman is legit too. It was the #1 game as far as translations from the original IP, from anime. But then One Piece came and said, hold my beer. And One Piece is just amazing. I wish there was a Bleach game like that, because you will see that shit I would do like 3 videos a day if it was Bleach. But, we just got the One Piece and the SAO, and everybody else suck. Now, with that said, the My Hero game is actually good. It's just run terrible. The My Hero game is good, the character is good, the combat is good, everything else. It's just run terribly, and it has no end game, really. So, you know, that'll probably die soon, in my opinion. Sony ain't gonna keep that up that long. Tower of God, The Great Journey. Tower of God, there's not many people actually really talking much about it, and I'm actually behind in the webtoon. Like, it has so many freaking chapters, and like, I'm behind. I don't have time to read all this type of stuff, but as you guys can see, this is actually looking kind of good. Waifu, she crazy, but waifu. Anyway, we are we'll see. Next up, we have Tomb Hero M. Tomb Hero M. It's another one in a weird spot. This game is already supposed to have been out, not out yet, and we'll see. There is another version of this that I actually covered before in the past, and this was supposed to be a better, like, more updated, or I guess it's like a 2.0 or something like that. But you know, we'll see. Again, something just to you know, put out there. Maybe be hot, maybe it won't, but just so you can have the link and bookmark it, so when it comes out later, you can hop right in. Road to Extraordinary. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into here, let you see a little bit of it. This is a heavily, like, look at this. My man doing Naruto symbols run on the side of a building. This game ain't gonna do that. There's no game that ever do that. It looks amazing, and there is hype on this too. That it's gonna be a little bit lit. You know, they got a little budget right here, a little anime budget going on. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. Another one. Why am I not pre-registering? Hello. Next up, we have The Last Sword, which, as you guys can see, 12.9. You can actually download and try to play this now. The reason why I'm actually showing this is A Last Sword used to be a browser game a long time ago, and I actually covered it a long time ago. Actually, on my first channel, the videos are all gone from that, but I covered that on the first channel, and we'll see if this is gonna be fun. Usually people don't like stuff like this, and it's not. What I want to say is it's not. It's not for everybody, and I'm not sure if they still have the free trial or not, because this isn't a free game. But we'll see. But I just wanted to actually show you guys. I think it still does have the free trial. I think free trial is like the first stage or the first 2 stages or something like that. So you can try it out, and you like it, then you can purchase it. It works with Google Play. Hatsumiku. Now, realistically, I can't cover this because it's a Vocaloid, and anything Vocaloid flags on YouTube. So I can't cover it, but it's going to be one of those fun games. I'm actually going to play it because I like Miku, and the rest of these characters, except for maybe Luca. Yeah, I know. I don't know who the rest of these people are, but I just want to play because I like Miku, and whenever she's in something, you guys always know I always either get her or try to assume to get her. She's going to be in Blue Archive, even though Blue Archive, see, the thing is about Blue Archive, when they nerfed the gear to be higher, that's what killed it for me with Blue Archive. When they nerfed the gear to be higher to actually limit break it, when it was already garbage to begin with, how much it takes to limit break, that's what killed it. It's like let's just not have fun. Let's just do something to make it this. It was over for me at that point, and you guys see I don't show much of that on the channel. Now, it's not to say that game is bad. That game isn't bad. It's actually a really good game. It's just that when I saw stuff like that, I said, okay, the devs officially don't care at this point, because when you do stuff like that, and you know it's a pain in the ass, and you know that's the reason that holds a lot of people back from actually playing it. That's a straight money move, and it's not right. And that's what kind of killed me with Blue Archive. So when you don't see that much Blue Archive on the channel, it's not because it's a bad game. It's because devs do stupid shit. So, like, Shaman King. Shaman King, Fubari Chronicle. I at first I said that was Futari. Don't look up what that means. Shaman King is like I said, my child. This is the perfect Yuki Kitsune. Yeah, that's the perfect thing. Childhood anime, one of my favorite. 12/8. Again, why am I not pre-registered? I could have sworn that. Oh, you know what? I know why I'm not pre-registered. I did it on the TapTapCom because I have two different TapTap accounts. I have the Chinese one and I have the global one. And sometimes I forget what link I'm on, and I'll type it in, and that's why it didn't work. That's why I'm not pre-registered with this. I did it on the Chinese account. Anyway, this is going to be hype, as you guys can see. Those of you who are into Shaman King, those of you OGs, should be fun for all of us. Hopefully, again, it's an anime mobile game. Hopefully, it won't be trash. Oh, let me go back in here because I don't want them to kick me out. See, the bot too. And last but not least, Noah's Heart. Noah's Heart. Now, want to give you a major warning. This is a major HypeWatch warning. Noah's Heart is getting major hype right now. I don't know why. I never even knew about this game until 2 weeks ago. I'm being completely honest, but I got people sending me emails about this and saying, "Hey, are you gonna cover Noah's Ark? Noah's Heart? Are you Noah's Ark? Lol. Are you gonna do content? Are you gonna be like a mainstream person? Again, not pre-registered. A mainstream person trying to do content." I was like, dude, I don't even know what this game is, but if y'all all trying to hype me to come and try to do this, I gotta say something now. So obviously this is gonna be something major because industry people are hyping it. I'm getting offers to cover it and everything else. And normally when that happens, the game is gonna be a banger. That's my major hint, because people don't offer you money if they're not completely sure that something is gonna be good. So I'm just putting it out there. This company kind of does okay when it comes to games. They have a few games out, Arkansas games, and they try to go big. I give them credit. They try to go big with some of these games. Some of them work, some of them don't. So we'll see. This might be actually a bigger hit than Tower Fantasy that you have over there on the right, because Tower Fantasy looking kind of shaky right now. Like I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot. People thinking that it's gonna be like the next Genshin. I don't think so. I'm just being honest with you guys. I don't think so. It seemed like Genshin had better programmers and better programming. And for what I played in Tower Fantasy, and then I see other people who got farther than me because it was a pain in the ass to even play. And devs, I give you a heads up. If you are blocking and it's a pain in the ass to actually play your game, you're hurting your game. You're hurting your game. It needs to be accessible. Because a lot of devs watch this series on my channel, so you are hurting your game. You need word of mouth. You need people to actually be able to play it. You need YouTubers to actually be able to play it. If all three of those things don't work, your game dies. That's it. That's it. People think that I'm being over dramatic when I say that. All the games that stifle the public from playing, where they at right now? We talking about them? Think about that for a while. It's not even like I need to just make something like that up. That's just the reality of gaming. You can't stifle the public from playing your game. The public needs to play your game. If the public feels any way that they can't, or case in point, Final Fantasy First Soldier. How many people talk about that? Matter of fact, show you two examples of games that stifled themselves. Look at a game that is hard to play, that is a IP. 12 people watching it on Twitch. One person is streaming and he got all 12 people. You can't emulate it. It hardly works on tablet and phone right now. This is Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII. They got stuff from Final Fantasy in it. You can be Cloud and Tifa and Barret running around this game. You could be freaking Sephiroth, get his sword in this game, and 12 people out of all of Twitch, big ass Twitch, is watching this. And you know why? Because they stifled people from playing it. That's why this game is dying. That's why you hear nobody talking about this game. So when people say that I'm being dramatic about stuff like this type of stuff looks you in the face every day. You cannot shut people down from playing your game. This is Squaresoft doing this idiocy. Like, I've been in the Discord literally yelling at them about that. Like, from the day that this happened, the day that came out, I was like, this game is dead on arrival. Literally dead on arrival because we can't emulate it. I don't know what dumbass at Square decided that was going to be the thing to actually do. And like, hey, we don't need the emulator player playing. Like, okay, well, obviously you just don't need anybody playing because ain't nobody gonna play. Good job, Square. And this is me as a Squaresoft dude. Like I'm sponsored by Square. I'm like on their press list, and I'm gonna tell Square about their asses because this is just completely stupid right now. There's no reason that, as far as Final Fantasy VII remake, as much money as that made, this should not have 12 people looking at it. Like, amazing. Another game that stifled people. Dang, hello. Arguably, Dragalia is one of the best mobile games that we have right now. It has so much content. It is so fun. It is a Nintendo-backed game. But you know why no results is found? Because you can't emulate it. It's stuck on mobile. It's stuck on tablets that can't play it because it's too damn big to be on the tablet and the cell phones. Tablet and cell phones need like another 5-10 years just to play Dragalia properly right now. The same thing with Final Fantasy First Soldier. But you have dummies in dev departments that don't seem to realize that and just want mobile money, but you ain't gonna get no money because nobody is watching it. So good job. Be legendary, guys. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.